Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, and you know what that means. That means we have some official news from Google Stadia. Each and every Tuesday, they post the This Week in Stadia blog. Now, sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't. So you can be sure that when I do cover it, it's because I think there's some pretty big news in there. Let's talk about what is in that actual news. Let's start with there are 4 new trailers that are coming out later this week. We have a new free game here on Stadia. There are 5 games coming to Stadia this week, plus we've got our 6 pro games, and there's a whole bunch of deals. If any of that sounds really good, then make sure that you stick around so we can talk all about this stuff. On December 3rd, Google Stadia's official YouTube channel will be hosting a live chat with Austin Creed and Katie Wilson. They will be talking about 4 new trailers that are coming. They'll play some video games as well. They've got Stadia Games and Entertainment coming. If you're not familiar with them, I would say that this is a big deal. Stadia Games and Entertainment, that is the first party games from Google. Those are the games that Jade Raymond is in charge of, and those are the games that I'm hoping that at least one of them is a cloud native game that can blow everybody away. However, that recent interview with, I think his name is Jack Buser, I believe he said that wasn't coming for a couple of years, which I totally understand why. So I hope that whatever Stadia Games and Entertainment are doing, they're making it worthwhile to make an appearance there. There's also a Q&A with the devs from Immortals Fenyx Rising. If you don't remember what that game is, it used to be called Gods and Monsters, and apparently they had to change their name due to legal ramifications with Monster Energy drink. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody told me that in the Discord channel. Link in the description down below to join our Discord channel. And I just find that to be absolutely hilarious and ridiculous. Equal parts hilarious and ridiculous. This live chat starts on December 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Usually when Stadia does one of these live events, either Lloyd or I would do like a watch along where we watch it and react live with chat. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. We're both going to be at work. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do instead? Well, I'm sure if there's really big news, then I'll probably put out a video when I get home from work that day, and we will of course cover it on the Sunday episode for Stadia Cast. So make sure that you click all of the YouTube buttons so that you don't miss any of that stuff. Stadia is also getting 5 new games this week. Immortals Fenyx Rising, which I was just talking about, comes out on December 3rd. Along with that, another game that comes out on December 3rd is Fogs, which seems like a couch co-op game where you play a 2-headed dog, where you're a dog and you've got a head on the front and you've got a head on the back, and each player controls one of those heads, and you have to work together to overcome nonsense. Outward is a game that was stealth dropped yesterday. We didn't even know that was going to be the release date, and it just showed up in the Stadia store, which I kind of like. Chronos Before the Ashes came out today, and El Hijo is also coming out on December 3rd. So of those 5 games, leave a comment in the description down below. Which one are you going to pick up, or which ones are you going to pick up? Let me know. If you are a Stadia Pro subscriber, you now have access to 6 more pro games today. That is Hitman 2, Hello Neighbor, Secret Neighbor, Everspace, Into the Breach, Kine, and Monster Jam Steel Titans. I feel like that's a really good variety, and there's something there for everybody. I like that a lot. Of this list, the games that I'm most interested in for me would be Everspace, Kine, and Into the Breach. The rest of them I really don't care about. I did try a little bit of Monster Jam Steel Titans. I felt like the graphics were pretty good, but the gameplay wasn't my style of gameplay. However, if you're somebody who likes racing games and you like dirt track games, you're probably going to enjoy this monster truck game. I feel like it controlled pretty well, and the graphics were pretty good. So, take that with a grain of salt, though, because I always kind of think the graphics look pretty good on most things. Speaking of pro games, beginning at 7 a.m. Pacific time on December 3rd and going until 7 a.m. Pacific time on December 9th, you're going to be able to play Elder Scrolls Online on Google Stadia if you are a pro member. Now, most pro members, unless you're new to the platform, although there are a lot of people who are new to Google Stadia, but most pro members who've been with Stadia for a while already have access to playing Elder Scrolls Online. But if you don't, it is one of my favorite games on the platform. It is a wonderful MMO, and it's the perfect game to advertise the power of Stadia because it's a woefully optimized game most of the time on PlayStation, on Xbox, on PC. It's very poorly optimized. But with Stadia, you get to play it on whatever device you want. You can play it on your TV if you've got a Chromecast. You can play it on your Chromebook. You can play it on your computer. And you really don't need anything else. And it's fantastic. It's a really great game. If you end up playing it that week and you really, really like it, then I highly suggest that you get the Greymoor expansion, because then you'll be able to go to Greymoor. I'm sorry. Then you'll be able to go to what the heck's it called? Skyrim. He has a gaming podcast. Yeah, he has multiple gaming podcasts and can't remember Skyrim. Nice job, Bill. Anyway, you can go to Skyrim and see what it was like thousands of years before the events of Skyrim. I can't remember. It's a great game. I've got hundreds of hours in it. It's so good. Absolutely. You want to check this one out. Now, you might think that the December 3rd shenanigans are the big news for today. I don't think so. I think the real big news for today is Super Bomberman R Online is now a free game. 100% free. You don't have to buy a Stadia controller. You don't have to have Stadia Pro. You don't have to have anything except for a Gmail account. I'm going to put a link in the description down below. You can click on that link and it will launch Bomberman if you're a Stadia user. If you're not a Stadia user, it will give you the opportunity to pick your Stadia username, and then it will launch the game and you can just start playing. It's really fun. It's very approachable, unlike Destiny 2, which is the other big free-to-play game on Stadia. That's very unapproachable. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but like when you start playing that, you're like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Bomberman is not like that. It's Bomberman. It's just multiplayer Bomberman, multiplayer with 64 other people. And it's really, really fun. It's got that one more match addictiveness to it where, you know, you start playing, you get killed. You're like, all right, I'm going to do one more because that only took 3 minutes for me to lose. The matches are incredibly fast, which means that people are going to just keep playing. I think this is great for Stadia as a whole. I also think this is really great for Bomberman because now that it's free, people are going to be playing it all the time. And it's going to wildly expand the player base. And how are they going to make money? They're going to make money by selling cosmetics. You know, maybe a cape for your Bomberman, maybe different colored bombs to put down. That's how they're going to make money from this game. And honestly, if you go back and look at old videos, I'm sure that I've said this from the start. This is the kind of game that should absolutely be a free-to-play game. I think that this is huge for Google Stadia, in my opinion, because it's going to bring a lot of people to the platform. All they're going to have to do is click a link, and there could be links anywhere. A tweet can be your link to get people to playing Bomberman. I'm very excited for it, and I'm looking forward to playing more. And you know what? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up at some point in the near future, probably sometime this week, maybe next week, depending on when I can work out the schedule. I think I'm going to do a Bomberman stream again. I've done a bunch of Bomberman streams in the past. They've all gone really, really well. And hopefully you'll join me there. Make sure you click on the links or the YouTube button so that you know when the Bomberman streams are coming. Lastly, there's a whole bunch of games on sale. I'm not going to go through the whole list. If you want, you can click on the link in the description down below. It will take you to all of the games that are on sale so you can see all of these really good deals. Now, by the time you watch this, if you don't watch this on Tuesday or Wednesday, you might not be able to get access to some of these deals. And that's because these are Black Friday deals and they might be getting rid of some of these soon. So hopefully you watch this right away and you were able to take advantage of these. So here's my big question. Of all of the announcements for today, which ones are the biggest announcements for you? Which games are you most excited for? Which pro game are you going to be playing first? And what are your predictions for December 3rd? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.